this one at writing our own expressions. So to do this, let's have a look at this worded problem. We've got Billy has some frogs. He catches 2 more. Now if we want to write this as an expression, because we don't know how many frogs Billy starts off with. Billy could have 2 frogs, Billy could have 1,000,000 frogs, we don't know. All we know is that he has some frogs. So I'm going to write that as F. Okay? Remember that it doesn't need to be an X. It can be any letter. But I'm just going to use F because it's frogs. So he's got some frogs. He catches 2 more. So to work out the number of frogs he has now, you would need to do F add 2, and that would then give you your result. So if Billy had 10 frogs, to work out the maximum number of frogs he has got, he's got 10 frogs, so we now know what F is. We're adding 2, which will give us 12. So Billy would have 12 frogs altogether. Equally, if he had 20 frogs, that F would be 20, and we're adding 2. So we know that Billy has 22 frogs overall. We've been given an expression here. So this is 3y add 4 add 2y. We don't know what y stands for. But what we can do with this is simplify it. So simplifying just means it's the same as when you simplify a fraction. You're just condensing it to its easiest form. So we've got 3y add 4 add 2y. Now we don't know what y is, but we know it's the same thing. So y could be a number of Smarties. So because these both have y, we could add those two together first to give us 5y add 4. Because 4 doesn't have y at the end, so we can't add those in. But we can go 3y add 2y, which will give us 5y. Now 5y actually means 5 times y. Because if you remember back to the first video, mathematicians don't want to write times, so they put them together. So imagine that y is the number of Smarties, and there are 20 Smarties. So then we could then substitute that into this. So you do 5 times 20 add 4, which would equal 100 add 4, which will equal 104. So can you see how we can now use this equation to work out how many of anything, if it's about Smarties. If we substituted y into this first equation, we would still get 104. But this just simplifies it and condenses it a bit to make it a bit easier. I want you to have a go at simplifying these expressions for me. 6p add 1 take away 3p, and 2a add 7 add a take away 1. So to simplify these expressions, we're doing 6p take away 3p first, because we can put those two together as they're both p's. So we've got 6 take away 3, which is 3. So we've got 3p, and we've still got this guy. You can't forget to put him back on. And the second one, we've got 7a add a, that's 3a, because that is 1a. There's an invisible 1 in front of that one. And then we've got add 7 take away 1, which would be add 6, because 7 take away 1 is 6.